in this episode of Motive Garage presented by Sparesbox, we have an update on our Mark V Toyota Supra. Now, we haven't had an update on our Supra in nearly 6 months now, and the reason's pretty simple. I've been enjoying it as my daily driver. Now, the Yaris is in and out of workshops and constantly being developed. Our R32 GTR doesn't run yet to use on weekends, and all of our other cars are track cars. So it's been nice to have the Supra to drive to work every day, especially during lockdown, and it also is a great weekend sports car to enjoy as well. Now, when I first got it, I said I wouldn't track the Supra because I have other cars designed for that, but with no other cars running, the Supra may have done just a little bit of track work. And here's the thing, every time I take the Supra to a car event or to the racetrack or just drive it through a good bit of road, it just impresses me more and more. So let's go and check out what we've been up to in our Supra for the last 6 months and why I've fallen in love with it. After running our 11.4 at 119 miles per hour at the drags, we headed to Powercruise Sydney to show off its split personality and have some fun.
Hello, Andrew.
I've got some music for you. You ready?
Go for it. Let's hit the track.
We're in an Austrian-built car listening to an Austrian composer.
We then bolted on drag radials for the Street Outlaws grudge racing to see how the Supra would go. After Powercruise, we took the car to Prestige Tyre and Auto to upgrade the factory tyres. We chose the Zestino Grej 07 RS after such good results with our Toyota Yaris. The 140 treadwear means it's capable on track, but also suitable for street driving. We also went for larger than factory size with 275s up front and 295s at the back. The larger tyres not only give us more grip, but fill out the guards much better and get rid of that silly stretch the factory tyres had on the wider Koya wheels. The first place we would get to test the Zestino 07 RS tyres out would be at Cootamundra Airport. After designing the handling course for the TurboSmart Ultimate Street Car, we figured we better test it out. A 32-second lap was the baseline set down before the competitors had their turn. We thought that time would get beaten, but it wasn't. Still, didn't stop me from trying to go quicker, and once the red mist set in, the goal of going under 30 seconds was set.
Well, the MkV Supra is, I've said it before, it's an unbelievable car. Obviously, I designed the course, but got a few runs in for a bit of practice, but the performance this car does with this downpipe tune and a set of tyres is phenomenal. 30 seconds flat for the handling, but at the same time, you can put on the aircon, put the windows up, take your missus out to a romantic dinner in a nice luxury European car. The split personality of this thing is epic. Burnouts and drifting 1 minute, drag racing the next, nice luxurious Euro car the next. This really is one of the best all-round street cars that you can buy in the market right now. And even though it was just meant to be a scale for the other cars to compare against, I think it's proven that she's pretty good.
Next step was to bolt the drag radials back on and see how the Supra went down the runway 1/4 mile. More impressive about the Supra is how accessible the performance is. We threw the keys to Susie so she could do her first ever drag run.
This is a very special moment. I won't release this footage unless it all goes to plan.
Don't release the footage.
Okay, now I'm going to let Susie do her first ever timed drag run at Cootamundra. Her practice run was really good. And that's it, yeah! Susie had just officially had her first drag racing lesson.
I want to
and
know my time.
she did very, very well, actually. She spun a little bit more on that one than what she did on her practice one, but that's okay. I reckon that's going to be probably at an 11.8 or 11.9, somewhere around there. So if your first drag run ever in your life is an 11, that's super impressive.
Here we go.
All right, we're going to go find out the time.
Okay.
How'd she go?
11.985.
Oh, 11.98. Well done.
With impressive 1/4 mile and handling times, we left Cootamundra with an itch to use the Supra more for track work. Our next opportunity was the April Moti Video end of month meet Motorkhana. My exact words was that I would use the Yaris for Motorkhana as that's what it's designed for, and the track is too tight for the Supra. But after 1 lap in the MkV Supra, I was hooked and did nearly 20 passenger rides in a night. After some circuit, Motorkhana and drag action, the Supra's next stop was Hollywood. Sort of. We had all stuck up, add some black graphics so we would match the Supra in the Fast and Furious 9 movie as we were invited to the Australian premiere. So what's the plans for our Supra in the future? Well, to be honest, I don't plan any major mods as I don't want the car off the road or risk breaking it when I'm enjoying it so much as a daily driver. But once lockdown finishes, I want to put some fresh Zestinos on it and see what it can do around various racetracks in New South Wales. Now, when I first bought the car, I thought I'd just keep it for a year to try it out and then flick it to get a Nissan 400Z. But to be honest, I really can't see any car that can replace the Supra as a daily driver. So, well done to Toyota and BMW. Now here's the thing, now after nearly 12 months with the Supra, I have to say this, a lightly tuned Toyota Supra to me is the best daily drivable sports car this side of 200,000 Australian dollars. It really is that good. Tell us in the comments what you think, and is there another car out there right now that's two-door sports car that can outperform a Supra?